Some people were concerned about me taking my parrots out in winter in my last video, and it's very cold for them, and these are tropical parrots. So I wanted to show you a little bit about why Kili and Truman are well adapted to going outside in fairly cold weather. Not super freezing, but they are adapted. When I took them out in 40-degree weather, they weren't cold one bit. They spent a whole hour outside, and they weren't showing any signs of being cold. Their feet were warm, their beaks were warm, and they were in great shape, and they weren't bothered by it. Santina, on the other hand, after not even 5 minutes outside, she was shivering. Her feet weren't cold yet, so she wasn't already in a cold state, but it was already more than she was comfortable with. You have to understand, Santina has just come from the rescue, and then she spent the rest of that time all indoors. So all she's used to is 70-degree weather year-round. Kili and Truman have been going outside to the outdoor aviary when the temperatures were 70, and then 60s, and then 50s, and then 40s. So throughout the fall weather, they were getting used to colder and colder climates. What that means is that their metabolism speeds up, but also they molted in a thicker down. And that's what I'd like to show you right now, is the difference in the down between Santina, well, obviously a different species, but a bird with thinner down that's used to warmer temperatures, and then Kili and Truman, who molted in a very thick down. They have their warm winter feathers on. That's what I'd like to share with you.
All right, Santina, can we see your down? Notice how Santina's down feathers are pretty short. They're not negligible. We don't really see much bare skin, but her down feathers are pretty short on her head, and likewise they're probably the same on the rest of her body. Ooh, can we see your down? Look at that down you have. I would say Santina's down doesn't even span up a whole eighth of the way that her feathers do, a quarter at best. Now here, for the sake of comparison, here's Kili and Truman's down. Check out their winter down coats. Look at that. Their down is so thick that when I run my hands through their feathers, it's like half down and half plumage. Look at how thick that is. Wow. What about yours? Can we see yours? Yeah, look at that. Look at Kili's thick down coat. Truman's down is especially thick. This is why when Kili and Truman go outside in 40-degree weather, they stay very warm. Also, they're flying a lot, so that changes things too than a sitting bird.